Hello and welcome to Inspired Bible Reading on the Red Letter Truth. I've decided today to go to Matthew chapter 23, and I'm going to read about Jesus talking to the scribes and Pharisees. Woe unto you! And he explains to them how they're so caught up in the pettiness of things that they're not looking at the big picture. So we're going to break it down here as we read Matthew chapter 23. And I'm in the King James Version as always. Again, I hope this message finds you well and will bless you in some way. As well, I ask that you please comment, like, subscribe to the channel. I'm just a simple man up here reading the Word of God and hoping to bring people closer to God and His Son. Hoping to change hearts and minds if they need be. And I'm just trying to grow my viewership so more and more people can find my channel and hopefully study the Word of God with me. And that's why I'm here. So again, thanks for tuning in. Matthew chapter 23, King James Version, as always. Then spoke Jesus to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, The scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore, whatsoever they bid you, observe. That observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say, and do not. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders. But they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. But all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries, and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms at feasts, and the chief seats in the synagogue, and greetings in the markets, and to be called of men, Rabbi, Rabbi. But be not ye called Rabbi, for one is your master, even Christ, and all ye are brethren. And call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your Father, which is in heaven. Neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Christ. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men, for ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers, therefore ye shall receive the greater condemnation. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye compass sea and land to make one proselyte, and when he is made, you make him twofold more than the child of Hades than yourselves. Woe unto you, ye blind guides, which say, Whosoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing. But whosoever shall swear by the gold of the temple, he is a debtor. Ye fools and blind, for whether is greater, the gold or the temple that sanctifieth the gold? And whosoever shall swear by the altar, it is nothing. But whosoever sweareth by the gift that is upon it, he is guilty. Ye fools and blind, for whether is greater, the gift of the altar that sanctifieth the gift? Whoso therefore shall swear by the altar sweareth by it, and by all things thereon. And whoso shall swear by the temple sweareth by it, and by him that dwelleth therein. And he that shall swear by heaven sweareth by the throne of God, and by him that sitteth thereon. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, and not to leave the others undone. Ye blind guides, which strain at a gnat and swallow a camel, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Thus, blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye are like unto whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones, and of all uncleanness. Even so ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! Because you build the tombs of the prophets, and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous, and say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves, that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers, ye serpents, ye generations of vipers. How can you escape the condemnation of Hades? Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets, and wise men, and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify, and some of them shall ye scourge in your synagogues, and persecute them from city to city, that upon you may come all the righteousness of blood shed upon the earth, from the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zachariah, and of, the blood of Zachariah, son of Barachias, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar. Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often when I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and ye would not. Behold, your house is left unto you desolate. For I say unto you, ye shall not see me henceforth, till ye shall say, blessed is he that cometh in the name of Jehovah. So here we see in Matthew 23, Jesus said every word. So other than the opening, then spoke Jesus unto the multitudes and to his disciples, saying, and then we read 39 verses of Jesus' speech here. So quite interesting. The title of this in my Bible is Woe Unto You, as he repeated over and over again. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites. And he was outlining to them all the things that they were doing that was hypocritical. Again, telling them that they strain at a gnat, but swallow a camel. In other words, they so worried about little things, they don't have their eyes or their sights on the big things, what they should be concerned with. And he again, Jesus outlines several things that they're doing that are hypocritical throughout these texts here. Again, 23:23 is, and 23:24 is where he tells them, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, and not leave the other undone. Ye blind guides, which strain at a gnat and swallow a camel. So in other words, They're basically living under the pretense that they are righteous, but all the while they are actually sinners. As he tells them in verse 28, even so ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within you are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. So it's important that we as Christians truly portray who we are. So if we go to church, read the Bible, profess to live a Christian life, then we need to live a Christian life. And I've touched on this in other videos before, but I'm going to touch on it again because I believe it's important. And it reminds me of it here in these texts in Matthew 23. If we are Christians, then we will follow Jesus Christ. Isn't that what a Christian is? A follower of Jesus Christ? And you ask some people and they'll say, yeah, I believe in Jesus. I believe he died for my sins. But yet the extent of their Christian walk, from what I can tell, or in some cases, I won't say all cases, certainly, but some cases, is that they go to church, actually on the wrong day. We'll get into that some other video. But actually on the wrong day, they go to church, and first mistake is they went to church on the wrong day. The second mistake is they listened to a pastor that's misleading them, because we shouldn't listen to any man. We should read the Word of God. And that's why I'm here, to read the Word of God and just to simply read what it says on the page and to share it with you. But in our Christian walk, again, it's important, if we're going to profess that we are Christian, then we need to truly follow Jesus Christ. And we need our outward appearance to match our inward appearance. That's what Jesus is telling us here in verse 25 of Matthew 23. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you make clean the outside of the cup of the platter, and outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. In other words, if you're going to clean the outside, you need to clean the inside, and the inside's dirtier than the outside, for sure. When you do dishes, like if you wash a bowl, for example, of course the food was inside the bowl. It's much dirtier inside the bowl than outside the bowl. So, in other words, it's much dirtier inside than outside. So we need to clean in here as well as outside. We need to clean the whole thing. We need to, again, in our Christian walk, not just profess to be a Christian because we believe in Jesus and we're saved and we go to church one day a week, and then we leave that church and do whatever we want to do till the next week, and then we go back and feel like we've been cleansed and leave again and do what we want. That's not a Christian walk. Christian walk is following Jesus Christ, the literal only begotten Son of God. We have to live a life according to the will of God, according to the commandments, keeping God's commandments. That's a Christian walk. If we're going to be a Christian, and we need to follow Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ kept the commandments of his Father. Jesus Christ lived the life that he professed to live, for a lack of a better way to put it. So we need to live the life that we're professing to live. If we say we're Christians and we're followers of Jesus Christ, then we truly need to do that. We truly need to follow him. And truly following him is living like he lived, which is worshiping one true God, keeping the commandments of God, and having unwavering faith and belief, and doing the will of God. So that's the Christian walk we need to be walking if we're going to profess to be Christians. So thanks for tuning in. God bless. Hope this message finds you well and touches you. Thank you.